Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to jump on here for a minute to kind of just like talk about like what a spiritual awakening is, a little bit about mine, because I did name this group the Spiritual Awakening Sisterhood. Hey Kim, what's up, girl? So I just wanted to like share like a little bit about like my journey, my spiritual journey, and kind of like why I created this group. So basically, like right now, what we're going through as a collective is the earth is raising in frequency. So in turn, so are we. So what that means is like our vibration is raising. If you're in this group or if you're aligned like with this video, you're probably going through your own spiritual awakening. So basically, like the way I like to explain it is a spiritual awakening, like, guys, I'm gonna be honest, like sometimes it can feel like a mental health crisis. Sometimes it can literally feel like you're losing your shit. You know what I mean? Like time and time again, like during my spiritual awakening, I was confused, I was depressed, I didn't know who I was, right? Like I had no idea. I was just kind of this person who I thought I should be. So basically, like what happens in a spiritual awakening is it can happen like over years, or you can have certain events that kind of trigger it. For me, it was significant trauma. I went through significant trauma. 3 near-death experiences in 2019 that really shifted my consciousness and shifted me into knowing that I am a spiritual being having a temporary human experience, and I have angels and guidance around me constantly from the universe. So for me, I had in 2019, I had three different experiences where basically I was almost killed. I almost died, and during those experiences, I connected to the other side. You know, to be honest, I had my angels come in and tell me that I'm supposed to live and supposed to be here and supposed to channel these messages for other people. So when you're spiritually awakening, you can experience physical symptoms in your body, right? Like for me, I stopped being able to eat meat. I stopped being able to eat dairy. I stopped being able to eat fried foods, like all the things that I ate for years, because your body is changing, right? Like when you're spiritually awakening, you're ascending, which means you're raising in frequency. So basically, like what it is your old self is shedding. Your ego is shedding, right? Your ego is this human construct personality that is created for us, right? And so when you awaken spiritually, you realize that the ego is false. It's an illusion, and all of these things that you thought you were, you're probably not, right? Like who are you behind your title, your job, your identity? Is your soul having a human experience? So a spiritual awakening can be really traumatic because we create an identity around our experience. We create labels and conditions for who we are. And when we awaken spiritually, we realize that we are all one, right? You're expanding your consciousness, so your physical body is going to shift. Your emotions are going to be out of control. You're going to feel like you're losing everything. For me, literally, I lost everything. I mean, this time last year, I was homeless, living out of my car for 3 days. My house was just broken into. I remember just like being on the ground of my apartment at the time and being like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how can I survive through this? So I hit multiple rock bottoms. I was with a group of people who didn't have good intentions for me, and experienced 3 near-death experiences in 2019. Then my consciousness shifted very quickly. I became aware of angels, I became aware of the universe, I became aware of higher dimensional beings, and now I channel and communicate them. And I feel like part of my purpose now is really stepping into sharing, well, what is spiritual awakening, right? What is expanded consciousness? Because it's a shift, it's a huge shift. And if you're going through it, you're probably experiencing mental health issues. Like I was depressed for 2.5 years. And I think because I was super depressed for 2.5 years, the universe aligned all of these circumstances in my vibrational frequency in my life where I woke up, right? Like I had an intense third eye awakening where it was scary. It was traumatic. I was sought out mental health care, and none of the mental health providers knew anything about spirituality or what a spiritual awakening is. And that's kind of why I do what I do. So for those of you who don't know me or know what I do, so I am a licensed clinical psychotherapist. I'm also an energy healer and sound healer, and I help my clients to make sense of their spiritual awakening and to evolve in their spiritual journey. So basically what's happening is you have this conditioned version of yourself, and spiritual awakening comes in to say, nope, that's not really you, right? Like, we're going to help you evolve and shift in consciousness. So I created this group to openly discuss like what spiritual awakening is, to share about mine, and to bring everybody together to know like you're not alone on this journey. You're so supported, you're so guided. So I'm going to be making videos on like how to raise your vibration, how to expand your consciousness, how to connect to your higher self, how to connect to your angels, how to build a relationship with your spirit team. So if you're interested in sticking around and learning more, definitely let me know, guys. Let me know what you're interested in. I want to talk about chakras and all sorts of healing and crystals and all that. So I just wanted to jump on to share like a little bit about my story, a little bit why I created this group, a little bit about spiritual awakening, because guys, I'm going to be honest, it's a scary experience, and that's not to instill fear, but it's a shift. You go from doing things a certain way, and then all of a sudden just realizing, coming to new realizations each day. So I want to be there to support you and to create a group that is supported and held and safe. So I just want to reemphasize that this is a safe space. This is a space for all of us to heal. This is a space for all of us to develop. No matter where you're at in your journey, you're exactly where you need to be. And feel free to use this group. Ask questions, share inspiring posts. Like, we can't do this alone, you guys. Like, that's why we're all here at this time. We need one another. We need to come together. So I have been open about my story and my past in hopes that you can also be open about what you're going through, because as I said, like, I went through it alone. I went through my awakening alone, without really anyone understanding, which made it like 10 times worse because I didn't know what was going on with me. But you're gonna have physical symptoms, right? You're gonna have ringing in the ears. You're gonna have vertigo. There's gonna be shifts because your physical body is ascending and awakening spiritually to higher dimensions, right? Right now, the earth is shifting from a third dimensional frequency to a fifth dimensional frequency. So we're in turn going to experience that too. So just kind of wanted to jump on today to share a little bit more about me and my story, and just inspire you to do the same, you guys. Like, we've got to share our own stories, and especially as women, right? Like, we've got to throw away all the judgment, and really, if you're judging someone else, you're really judging yourself. That's what it comes down to. So that's what this space is for. It's sacred, it's safe, and we're encouraged to just share, like, check in about how your day is going, reach out to someone and see how they're doing, because I just shared a post, like, vulnerability is a strength, right? Like, sharing your story and sharing about your emotions, this is a strength. We need to be able to be open. That way we can connect with one another, because we're all in this together, you guys. Like, that's what I'm here for. Like, that's what this group is here for. I just want to remind you all that we're all here together. We're all just walking each other home on this beautiful journey of life. There's no rush, there's no hurry, but I definitely want to be jumping on here, doing more lives, creating, some healing circles if anyone's interested. But I just wanted to remind you that your angels are here with you, your guides are here with you, and you're so divinely guided on this journey of awakening. If you're watching this now, you probably have just started to wake up, or maybe you've been on your journey for a while, but I want this to start to make sense to you. So if you're interested in working with me personally, I do offer one-on-one spiritual mentorship to help guide you and help you expand your consciousness, because I know how alone it can feel, and that's why I decided to do what I do, especially with my mental health background and myself experiencing depression and PTSD. I'm here to help, I'm here to support, and I'm here to guide. So I just wanted to remind you, if you're watching this now, that you're so beautiful, you're so protected, you're so guided, and you're exactly where you need to be on your journey. And I love you. So find a way to connect yourself deeper today and love yourself. That's kind of the message I'm getting with this energy, is continue to connect deeper, find ways to love yourself, and find ways to heal yourself, and find ways to forgive yourself. So my friend Jill and I are also going to be doing a self-care challenge soon. We're going to be posting more self-care activities if you're interested. Self-care is key, you guys. Mental health is priority. That's what it's about. Definitely leave a comment. If anything resonated with you, feel free to post if you have any questions or want to connect. Yeah, and I just want to remind you that you're so loved. I love you. The universe loves you. Peace and love if you're watching this, and just wishing you an amazing day.